I turned to abstractionism, and when the time had come to give a name to my statue, I chose a random set of letters, consonants only, but caused even more trouble. That very night, a bunch of strangers clad in hooded black robes broke into my home, threatened me with daggers, and demanded I never again try to depict their mysterious deity or mention one of its secret names. Having failed at gaining glory among the educated and sophisticated public, I fled north to Sarkoris. There, among the simple people, my talent could finally blossom. I showed them wooden sculptures whose crude grotesqueness emanated strength and the primordial power of the earth, something they were supposed to understand. So they beat me up for good measure and kicked me out of their settlement right after they broke my favorite chisel and spat in my travel bag. Until this day, I have no idea what I did to offend them. By that time, I had already learned not to ask pointless questions. The desperation of it all made me feel bitter and stubborn, but fate challenged me, so I accepted the challenge. I found my mission. I wanted to create a statue that would insult no one. After several weeks of contemplation, I decided to sculpt a chicken. Yes, a simple chicken. What could be offensive about chickens? They are yellow, and they chirp, and there's definitely nothing bad about that. I couldn't have been more wrong. A week after my sculpture was showcased to an audience, a group of grim-looking people came and fell on their knees before it. They pronounced my statue to be an idol of the deity they worshipped, an infernal Duke Eozaril. It turned out that there's a Duke of Hell whose unholy symbol is a chicken. More and more cultists came to see my sculpture every day, and then another kind of public arrived. Tough knights with long swords. And who chopped all the admirers of my talent into pieces. After they were done with the slaughter, they started searching for the person who created the blasphemous chicken. For me. I fled, taking my unfortunate creation with me. I dragged the statue as far as I could and left it in the wilderness. I hope no one finds it here, although since you're reading this, my hope was futile. In this case, you should know art is pain. Beware of the people who worship chickens, and equally beware of those who hate them. And here is the main thing I was trying to say. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings with this statue. Floggy the Sculptor. I'm pretty sure we saw... There it is. The deity of hell. The chicken. Oh my gosh. Honestly, that story hit a little too close to home with everybody being offended. He should have sculpted a potato.
As it should be.
Oh, there's a dead guy. Where is the exit? There it is. Oh wait, there's something. Oh, it's one of the babaus. My guess is it was a backer thing. Maybe. Sometimes the people that help pay for the games, like Kickstarters and stuff, will be able to put in little Easter eggs and things. Alright, well, we got Petrified Traveler. Alright, let's... Castle of Desires... Where is this? It's there. I wish I could, like, easily see where those teleport circles are on the map.
Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you, Shalafon. Mukluk Douglas Smith, that'll be Reginald Esquire the Fourth. This is Johnson Vs. the Third. Welcomes you, Shalafon, to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the beakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. Wait, I forgot about this. Can I? Well, no, I've already got my army here. I was about to use Mighty Tempest and just blast that army and see if I could delete it, but I'll just make it undead. All right, let's quickly swap over to these guys. Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was trying to just auto path straight to him, but I couldn't. They're faster than me? What? I win. Easy. Alright. Let's see. Do we have any stuff here? Raid on the Succubus. They've discovered the lair of the mighty Succubus. It has to be destroyed at 100 energy points. The relic will be augmented. Let's see. Offer a prayer to Shaylin. A skilled craftsman can do work on the relic. Great. Events. Enchanting the Wicked Dope. Druids have arrived in Dresden to perform magical rituals over Saluma's relic, whereas some want to purify it, others want to revere the fallen druid and wish to honor him. Banish it gives you banded armor that grants the wearer ferocity as per universal monster rule. They can continue fighting even when their hit point total is below 0. Okay, Distill is whenever the wearer of the banded armor is hit, they get fast healing 1 until the end of combat. That's pretty neat. Let's do that. Some practitioners of the Green Faith are convinced that the plague druid Saluma was right in his delivery's epiphanies. With the permission of the commander, they pronounce the prayers over his relic to impregnate it with their strength and faith. Okie day. That happened. That sounds so weird, by the way. Like, oh, did you go to church? Yeah, they impregnated me with their faith. Did you call the cops? Like, I'm just saying I would have called the cops. Like, I don't, that's a really weird way to say it. You have a website? You know I do, noob. You know I do. Okay, we got that. You know, the Legacy of the Ancients. I actually found more of the, what is it, the puzzle pieces for these puzzles. I have a love-hate relationship with these puzzles. I've done 2 of the 4. So we could try to do one of the remaining 2 with the tablets that I found last time. I was trying to see if you would play the ad. You can't just get me to play the ad anytime you know I spoil you. Okay, so I zoned into the place during that. Slab with purple symbol. I feel like it's not supposed to look like dice. But, okay, so I think that one's a bug.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, so it looks like this, by sheer luck, this is where the tablets go. Okay.
Ready for anything.
Let's figure this crap out. Alright, so this one here needs to have whatever that symbol is. Alright, let's do that. Does that meet the requirements? If I do that, then this one has to be the thing with the square, and that one has to be the thing with the hook thing. I don't think I have that. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's something different. Dang it, I did the same thing. Okay, alright, that follows the logic. Alright, so that if there's a leftover piece. Then this one would have to be the 7 thing, and then something else. Okay. And does that work here? No, that absolutely does not work. Alright. Try the other one. Okay. Muck, honestly, your glowy ring right now is making this impossible. So Eve, I'm gonna need you to step up. Okay, so that follows the right logic. And this would need to be... Wait a minute, hold on a sec. Okay, that follows all the logic so far. So this here has to be the square symbol, and that one has to be the blades thing. Mm-mm. So that's not gonna cut it. So let's see. This would be square on one side. It could potentially be like that. And then that symbol. Okay, working backwards here. So what if I did that? That works. There's only one tablet that fits there. Does that work for the rules so far? Yes, it does. Okay, let's remove that one. So... Oh, shoot. Nope, that's no good. Because this has to be the 7 thing. And that has to be the 7 thing. Alright. So it's there, that one, or that one, that guy there. Oh, mucking hell. Alright, Alright, let's try that. Do I have a square into another square? Yes, I do. Okay, that might work. And then this will be like a leftover tile. I just use guides for puzzles.
I'm good.
I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, the whole point of it, though, is to just do the puzzle. Okay. That matches, that matches, that logic works, that logic works. And... I feel like I'm actually past the hardest part. So this would have to be square and then that weird shape. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Okay, cool. That's perfect. So now we need 7 thingy and then one of those shapes on the other side. Does that work? Yes, it does. And let me just see what this does. Okay, that's fine.
We do it my way.
And then this would be... Okay, so this would have to be that shape again. Okay, now, the extra pieces. Do I have fillers for the rest of these? Let's see if my logic was right so far. Haha! Great success! I can get my satisfaction. What do we get? Elven notes for the storyteller, a diamond, and grasp of devotion. +5 holy heavy mace gets a killing blow. Their next spell has extend spell. Okay. Alright. That's 3 of the 4 Omega puzzles. Let's go back outside. Are the symbols on the wall in the treasure room interactive? On the wall? No. The ones on the floor are like tablets you can move around.
As it should be.
Oh god, it's raining blood. Someone needed that blood.
That is not far.
You don't need to yank those tiles back up. No spells. Each tile is only used... So, there's 4 of those huge puzzles, and there's different sets of tiles used for them. So, part of the thing is just finding the tiles. Closed portal to the ineluctable prison. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? camp. I need to knock out these, like, bastion things to make room. Where's my army at? Let's have you guys head over here. Why is Nara Noxie's avatar? Because I made Noxie in the game. She's a gnome with green hair. And she was very excited when I did that. Her exact words were, "What is that?" Sharpshooters! Let's see. Very nice. Nope. Don't need any of that. Alright. Let's see. Where should I send you guys? Looks like there might be a path through there. Let's try that. Oh, skip day. Okay, let's try that again. Just curious, Mike, how many big fights do you still have in this game? You're just side questing right now, right? So, yeah, I'm kind of doing the side stuff. I was told that going here was kind of like part of the finale. And if I wanted to do side stuff, to do it first. So here we are doing side stuff. So, yeah. I'm not, like, 100%ing the game. There's lots, because I very much try to kind of get into character. So, like, if there's someone that asks me to do something and they're rude about it and I don't like them, I freaking don't do it. So there's multiple side quests that I have just completely skipped and not done. But there is some stuff I still desire to do before the end of this. We've basically got like 3 different sharpshooter type troops now. And this dummy thick snake lady is blocking her troops. Easy. But as far as the exact number of fights, I'm not sure. The mountain where the enemy camp was set up had a great view of the surrounding lands. It is no surprise that the demons decided to claim this strategic point. Wasting no time, the soldiers started erecting a fort that would be the commander's eye in this region. Very nice. Manage. And let's build citadel, archery range, and supply line. Do you just want to see the sunset? So yeah, like that city I showed you that I was warned not to go to till I'm ready. I don't know if that... Oh my gosh, there's so many armies here. I don't know if that city is like the finale, or if it just like begins the last act, and then once you start it, you can't do any side quests, like that sort of thing. I'm not sure which one it is. God, that is a lot of stuff I'm gonna reanimate. Let's use haste here. Oh, that's splash damage, though. Oh my gosh, one remaining. $2,400 kills with that swipe. Well, 341 of them hitting the stack couldn't kill one mummy. Mummy's too strong. Feel like we're gonna get a lot of troops for that. Mike, I've never played this game before. What's your opinions on it? Hey, dude, I very much enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed Kingmaker. I've also played Pathfinder on pencil and paper, in your real life with dice and stuff. And they did a good job with this one. It's not perfect. There's a few bugs, but it's only been out a couple weeks. But it's very, very good. With a mighty blow, one of the Crusaders slashed through the dragon's dull and worn scales. Along with stinky guts, the dented armor of a knight spilled from the beast's belly. Overcoming his disgust, the soldier examined the remains of an unlucky dragon slayer and found an interesting relic. Alright. At this point, like, we need to clear this area out of, like, enemy armies, and then we can take our small, like, group of main characters through there. Oh, lucky. The stack of almost 2,000 skeletal archers got an extra turn. Yeah, it's interesting. The marksman cannot attack an enemy. Like, they can't use their bow anymore if an enemy's in melee range, but all the others can. Oh, that was a summoned unit, so that didn't keep us in combat. Okay. I do enjoy the turn-based combat. Yeah, this, for anyone who might be tuning in for the first time, what you just saw is an example of the army combat, not the, like, group of main characters. You're controlling both a group of, like, main characters, I think, like, the Fellowship of the Ring, and then you're also controlling these armies also, and the army combat is kind of like Heroes of Might and Magic. The sounds of battle roll over the suburbs of Iz. An army of demons came out to meet the commander's military force with the clear intention of preventing the latter from entering the city. Perhaps the fate of the crusade is being decided there right now. Alright, so that's a dead end for the army. Okay, skip day. And let's check the bulletins. Glory to the Heroes finished. I can do Undead Aristocracy again to get more sharpshooters, that's fine. Alright, and send them off to the next army. And since I'm using Undead, every time we win a big fight like this, we end up with more troops than we started. Because we're just rezzing more. Where did the zombies go first? That's rare. So throw a Molotov at them. Okay, those are gone. He summoned something. Have the strongest stack shoot the big thing. Fire. Okay, that's nothing. Okay, the rest of those were summoned units. Alright, right on. So with that, we res more troops. The cultists set their camp around a black tar swamp, choking on poisonous vapors without sleep or rest. The mortals kept scooping up buckets of underground oil, an alchemical ingredient that could blaze with blinding flames. Exhausted to the limit, they were unable to fight, and their wardens couldn't fend off the Crusaders either. As they were leaving the deadly swamp, the soldiers took everything of value the cultists had amassed, found 500 material points. We are getting so many level ups so quickly. Let's see, more damage to large, more damage against flying. +3 to AC against ranged attacks. Let's go with that. Tapping quick save. Alright, so that just loops back around. Wait, have I already been down here? No, I don't think I have. Oh, what is that, like 800 Minotaurs? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have my commander cast haste on us. Get some extra turns in. Pretty sure that one is like they throw their axes, so I'm gonna take the ranged units out first. That's melee, that one's ranged. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot him next, and that's melee. And that guy did channel energy. Alright. Probably gonna get a lot of... Dude, 800 Minotaurs? Probably gonna get a lot of undead out of this one. That thing never got a turn. An army of Baphomet's furious warriors was reduced to dust by the Crusaders. Their leader couldn't believe he'd lost till the very end. Even as his life was bleeding out of him, he kept staring at the unholy relic in his hands, astonished. The prisoners have said that this relic, intended to bring death to mortals, was apparently granted to him by Baphomet himself. No one told you I wasn't mortal anymore. Alright, have I cleared out any area where my main group could go? So here's my main party right now. Don't want to go to Threshold. Let's see what Bone Hills is. I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to stumble across it, but I know somewhere on the map there is another, wait, a random encounter on the road. Get ready. Somewhere on the map is another stash of those, like, hidden tablet things for the puzzles. Ancient Ghost. The ghost gives you a slight nod, greeting you as if you were an old acquaintance. You do not deviate from your goal. Will you answer my question? Ask me a question. I will answer. My third question is about great keepers of knowledge and givers of power. I will show you their symbols, and you must tell me their names. Have you run into the skeletal merchant since you became a lich? Now that you mention it, I don't think so. That's an interesting thing to bring up. A brass tablet appears in the ghost's hands. It is engraved with two symbols. The first is a cogwheel that looks like an eye. The